I was Brent's photo double, so oftentimes Brent would let me know of a scene that was coming up or something that they were going to be shooting in a second unit. He would warn me, or he would ask me about how I was going to do something, or he would say, hey, when you're hitting the buttons, this is how I'd like you to hit them. And in some cases he would coach me on how he wanted the buttons to be pressed so that it was consistent. And he was also very picky that my hands looked enough like his hands that he felt they were passable. And once I started to do the photo doubling, he also was very loyal to me and trying to ensure that I continued doing the photo doubling so that the work was consistent. And if there was a close-up shot, either Brent did it or I did it. And that was fantastic. And you know, Brent's a very funny guy. He's very intelligent, very easy to work with, obviously, and because of those things. But, you know, very particular. And I was proud to be able to do the work that he accepted and do something that was representing him or his character on the show, even in the tiniest way.
Data?
That's not Data.
What? You should listen to her, Captain. She's way ahead of you. No. Right.
I played a lot of villains. Maybe not a lot, but a few through the series. I mean, I did Lore, obviously, who was Data's evil twin brother. I did some weird alien occupying me, all the villains in Fistful of Datas. So yeah, that was always really fun. And playing Lore was always really fun because he was more like me, and I could just play myself for a change.
Where's Data? Where's Data? You didn't fill Data with substandard parts, did you, old man? Ah, that honor was bestowed upon me. You owe me, old man. Not him. Me.
But that was one of the joys, too, though, of the role, is getting to play other characters, which I got to do a lot. I got to do Dr. Sung, who created Data, and Lore, and I mean the whole Data family, Sung family I got to play. In the new movie I play yet another brother who we've never met before. The only thing I didn't play was the mother. But I got to play Friar Tuck and Henry V. Got to do so many different characters. That was the best part about doing the character of Data, was his exploration of humanity.
You're as handy with a shooting iron as you are with a woman's heart.
There is a history of drag performances, you know, Jack and Tony and Some Like It Hot and Uncle Milty and all of that, but I was so utterly homely in that as a woman that it wasn't my favorite thing to do. I did enjoy doing that episode and being able to play all the bad guys, but the barmaid was not my favorite character to do of the entire experience. I just got to do everything. It was unbelievable. You know, when I did Data learning how to do comedy with Joe Piscopo. It was a great day for me to be able to do Jerry on our show, because I'd idolized Jerry since I was a child.
Perhaps it would be beneficial to teach me the final lesson.
Okay.
Tap dancing, I guess Gates knew, and she was sort of like instrumental in that because she choreographed the dance we did. I got to actually tap dance on Star Trek. It's just wild, the stuff I got to do.
Stop, Data.
Be sure it's true when you say, I love you.
Brent had to wear yellow contact lenses for 7 years, and at some point during those 7 years he produced an album with Wendy Noose, Patrick's wife, called Old Yellow Eyes Is Back, which was a takeoff on the Sinatra album, Old Blue Eyes Is Back. And it was a bunch of standards, and he did a great job. He's got a great voice.
Just because these words were spoken.
My idea was to do something just slightly better than an album I'd once heard called Robert Mitchum Sings. And truthfully, without seeming arrogant, I think we've done it.
Seems like a woman.
it was an impulse that we had to bring the guys in to do this, and the fact that they are also so wonderful was just a bonus.
I love you. It's a sin.
These are the sunspots. I don't think I have to say anything else.
I have written a subroutine specifically for you, a program within the program. I have devoted a considerable share of my internal resources to its development.
Data, that's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Brent has created this character Data who everybody loves. And for some ironic reason, we audience members feel emotional when we watch Data react to things as an unemotional being. Brent has found a way to allow the audience and the fans and the people who watch him and a director and another actor to feel the emotion that his character does not feel and feel sorry that the character can't feel it. And he's painted that if Data is a canvas, he's found ways to shade all the edges of the canvas, and he's always thinking.
When you get involved with another person, there are always risks of disappointment, of getting hurt.
I cannot be hurt, but she can.
When it really works between two people, it's not like anything you've ever experienced. The rewards are far greater than simple friendship.
How far, sir?
That's what I'm hoping you're going to find out.
With Brent Spiner, if he has an idea and you're a director, you've got to be crazy not to at least try it. Because what happens when it's right is you look better. And what happens if it's wrong is, the other stuff is fine. But he brings stuff. He brings stuff.
The scenes with Data were kind of extra special. Because for someone who wasn't supposed to have feelings, he generated such strong feelings in the other actor that it was very special.
You do have a lot to offer.
The scenes between Data and Troy were rare, but I really loved them.
A lot of times you get a character that is the same for 6-7 years, with little bitty changes here and there. I know when I first started, everybody told me that they thought this was going to be a really boring character to play, and that I was going to go crazy by the 3rd year because playing this emotionless, flat android. But they didn't understand what I thought I understood, was that he was going to continue to grow, which indeed he did. And character was anything but boring to play. It was always fun. There were always new challenges, and I couldn't have asked for a better character to play.
If being human is not simply a matter of being born flesh and blood, if it is instead a way of thinking, acting, and feeling, then I am hopeful that one day I will discover my own humanity. Begin Night Watch. Until then, Commander Maddox, I will continue learning, changing, growing, and trying to become more than what I am.